is everybody doing today? And today, if you haven't already, I did post a video earlier, which was me talking about the Wuthering Waves dev notes. If you are excited for that game and all that type of stuff, make sure to go watch that video as well after watching this one. But for today's video, I actually ended up finishing Penacani's story and the companion quest pretty good, in my honest opinion. I need them to build up more so that I can get the full effect of it. But instead of what I was doing and what I was happily doing now today, I'm going to be doing something I don't want to do. And that is showcasing a certain character. Now, me personally, I don't mind showcasing all these characters, especially with having to build them up and spending the resources that a lot of people might not have to be able to build all these characters in the game. As you can see, I have a fat ton of characters that are level 80. A lot of them are 75, and the rest are 70. Like, I have everybody leveled up at the highest it could possibly be. But today's video, as you've seen from the thumbnail and title, we are going to be working on Arlan. And yeah, Arlan has not seen a lot of show or spotlight. Besides maybe even Yanqing, I think Yanqing has actually gotten a lot more spotlight than Arlan. And today's showcase, whether it goes good or bad, because I've tested this team and I did not enjoy it, we're going to be putting Arlan in his best situation and helping him out the most he can while giving him the most cracked out lightning relics he could possibly get, which is giving him around 72 to 173, something that a lot of DPS characters can't even hit. And then we're also giving him Blaze Lycone because this does allow him, when he damages himself, he gets a damage increase. The HP doesn't really help him, but he does give a crit stat, so that's pretty cool. We got him to 11, 10, and 10, something that not a lot of people are looking forward to. And if you're eyeballing me because of these attack increases, do not even come with me like that. I did not want to level him up to this point. In all honesty, this feels like a super waste of resources, because when you look at Arlan and what he can actually do, he's also E6. When you look at Arlan and all that he can do, with all that I've invested into him already, it kind of feels bad that he is where he is right now with whatever we're about to get him. So something that we do need to talk about for Arlan is that one thing for sure is that he needs Japard the same way Yanqing needs Japard. Arlan does not want a healer in any way, shape, or form. He wants to have a shield because he needs to have his HP lower so that he's able to do more damage. Now, in today's showcase, I hopefully don't have it on auto. There you go. The cool thing about Arlan, and one of the main things about Arlan, which we are going to be looking at this in a quick second, is that he does not spend any skill points when he uses a skill, which is actually really cool. And an 18k skill, for not wasting a skill point, not that bad in all honesty. So what does that open up? That means that for a lot of these characters that we have, Ting Yun, Bronya, Japard included, we don't gotta really worry about having to waste a bunch of skill points, because guess what? Arlan doesn't waste any of them. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna lower his HP a little bit more, get his HP to the certain threshold to get him a little bit more damage, because we're trying to get as low as we possibly can with them, which is why we need Japard on the team. And then we're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate and then use Ting Yun to boost everyone up. 18k to 67k, not bad in all honesty. I have tried a lot of different teams to work out with this guy, but man, it doesn't feel bad. Does it feel slightly bad? I can't say nothing more than it's hard to use Arlan, especially with all the conditions you need to meet, whether it be he can't use healers, there is no other shielder in the game besides Japard. Adventuring will be coming out in the future, but we have to wait till he comes out. And the things that he has in regards to his relics, in regards to the Lycones that he can use, there's not a lot of really great ones. Secret Vow is an option. That is a really good card to use, but we are using Blade, so we are even giving him a premium option to use. And 41k skill, not too bad. And guess what? With Bronya's skill, we get to do another skill again without having to waste a skill point, which is pretty cool. Now, if we were to get a really good shielder that is AoE shielding, and then, you know, got everybody super easily without having to wait for your ultimate, that'd be really good. And as you can see right there, 79k for a skill is not too bad. In all honesty, right here is 13, almost 100k. Now, with Arlan and him definitely struggling at the current moment, trying to get as much damage as he possibly can, even with the MOC buff helping him out in terms of trying to allow him to do more damage, with him getting bumped to the top of the list no matter what. It's still hard, especially with even Bronya here helping him out get even more so, and I do not have a shield. Japard is currently stuck at the current moment. I am very scared. If she goes towards Arlan, it's GG. It is quite literally GG. I am scared out of my mind. We're gonna go ahead and give Arlan the ultimate again, and we're just gonna see what happens after that. Let's go ahead and do this. It's kind of wasted damage, I'm not gonna lie, but I just need to get that guy out. He makes everything so much harder for us. And what do we do now? That is the question. I might be able to get a skill off of this or ult. Okay, I did get an ult. That's pretty cool. What are we on right now? We are on about to be 2 cycles in. Not too bad, but it's not where I would want to be, and especially because this dude doesn't have any lightning weakness. It is gonna hurt a lot. It takes us a good minute to get to that point where we're just doing absolute nasty damage. 24k. That's looking good for my boy Arlan. Arlan takes a lot of, and I mean a lot of, specific conditions to be able to get him to where he wants to be, especially looking at how he wants to be at 1 HP to get the max amount of damage he can get from his kit, and the same way where he wants to be at 1 HP, he doesn't want healers, so he really wants someone like Japard, and we really don't have anyone else in this game that is a good shielder besides Fire MC and him, and even Fire MC gives really small shields. So was that a 30? Oh my god. Was that a 36k damage ult from Arlan? Not my boy. And he has no shield. Oh my god. One hit from Arlan and he's done. One hit and it's Jover, actually. Oh my god. And I know some people are already gonna say, because Arlan doesn't use skill points, why not run him as a sub DPS? Well, I would love to do that. The problem still goes with, you know, having to rely on giving him the shield from Japard, which is going to be a skill point you need to take away. Then your DPS needs to take a skill point. Your support needs to take a skill point. There's just a lot of skill points being used, even with Arlan himself not giving himself one or not needing to use one. That's the only thing that is a problem. And another thing is he doesn't regenerate any skill points. A lot of his skill points are going to come straight from, well, he doesn't regenerate any because he's using a skill all the time because it costs him. So why would you use any? So now we're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We are what, currently 4 cycles in, I think. Oh Lord. We are 4 cycles in. We're going to go ahead and give Arlan the ultimate so that we can get some energy in. Hopefully taking this girl out as soon as possible. And she's taking some damage. I won't lie. She really is taking some damage. We're not beating this in the fastest amount of time, and I do think this is his best team right now. I know some people might be like, why not REHOO on Mei? Well, with Ting Yun here helping us with the shields, helping us get Arlan's ult quicker, kind of really isn't anyone else I could really put on the team to make this a lot easier for myself. And hopefully I can get a shield off with the Japard. Okay, thank God. Because if someone sneezes towards Arlan's direction, this is not going to end up in the best possible way. Now, if anyone, and I mean anyone, it could be any content creator out there, if you can find a way to make Arlan like feel nice to use, or have him in a certain predicament where he's actually like the rising star of the team, he's doing massive damage, and I actually ran out of skill points. If you can find a way to make him the rising star, make him not look as terrible right now as he is looking, and oh my, that's scary. See, AoE is so scary right now, because if anything pierces through that shield, if anything eviscerates through that shield, Arlan is over with. And it would be cool to be able to play with a character that has this much of a risk factor, right? You're at 1 HP, so you get a massive damage boost. So what does that mean? I get to do some enormous damage. The problem is he doesn't do that enormous damage, and if I get targeted anywhere here, I'm dead. And I'm very scared right now. Oh my god. Oh, that was scary, because I could have been targeted and it would have been Jover for this man. Oh my god. That would have been so bad. And I didn't crit, I think. That's actually very annoying. I didn't crit. Oh, please die. Oh my god. This is taking so much time. This is insane, kinda. And I probably should have gave that to Japard, because maybe... to be honest, we're already in like 6 cycles in. I think right now, looking at what we've seen, 6 cycles in, I think anything above 5 cycles is just the overall L. Personally, looking at Arlan's kit, looking at what Arlan needs, that he needs a shielder. He cannot heal, because if he heals, he loses his damage boost he gets from this trace right here. Or which trace is it? I don't know which one it is 100%. I think it's this one up here. Yeah, increases Arlan's damage for every percentage of HP below his max HP, up to a max of 75% more damage. So you want to have basically 25% or less to get your max amount. And him being at 11, 10, 10, to be honest, in my honest opinion, especially with just these attack nodes being missing, even though it is a nice, what is it, 14% attack boost, the attack boost isn't going to make up for the 6 cycles I was already taking, and I didn't even finish the other enemy. And not only that, for the fact that if anything sneezes in Arlan's direction, he's going to get smacked up. And this is even with giving him a max HP light cone, with even giving him extra crit, with the damage boost, with him having Bronyo, with him having Tingyun, the energy, the crit damage to give on top. He has 72, 173 already. I don't know what better condition I could give this guy. This dude is at level 75, not 80, but I have other characters like Misha who are at 75 as well that did 400k damage with the fall of an Aeon. So I don't know. Me personally, man, does Arlan have a really cool play style, but just not enough power to suffice having that type of risk. Having 1 HP, I should be almost one-shotting these characters with an ultimate, with a skill, because I'm playing in this risky type of way where I want to stay at 1 HP, I want to stay at low health, but I need a shielder that could possibly get eviscerated and then I die. Or if my shield expires, I die. Like, there's a lot of things that are conditional that Arlan has to deal with that puts him in a really bad spot for a majority of the things, and especially with the enemies in Pentaconi, and especially with the enemies that are here in this game, currently in the game, Arlan just gets absolutely eviscerated. Can he put out some damage? For sure. I've made him hit 100k, as you can see in this video right here. I've tested him out and made him hit like 140k max, and that was pretty impressive for a 4-star. But for the investment that I gave him versus someone like Misha, who is at 888, who is hitting 100k skills, hitting 400k ultimates, and then you have Arlan, who has way more investment in my honest opinion, with it being 11, 10, 10, having him E6, having him with Blade's Light Cone, having him with some crazy relics for lightning, and then giving his ultimate more damage through his Inner Soul Soto, giving him an ultimate damage boost from the higher than 50% crit rate thing as well. I just think that Arlan needs too much, and even for the amount invested in him versus other characters, man, does he feel bad. I really want them to do this type of playstyle again for another character, but make the exchange for HP to power much more substantial, like to the point where I'm doing way more damage. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you think of Arlan. I think that showcase basically suffices the basic go-to with Arlan. Arlan mains are gonna hate me for this, but other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all the video. See y'all in the next one, and peace.